Be strong.
Yeah. DJ Tony. For all my ladies out there trucking towards they goals. Let's go. She gon' take care of her bitch. She trucking. She a woman with a rig. She trucking. She gon' take care of her kids. She trucking. Yeah. She a boss. She do it big. She trucking. She trucking. She a boss. She do it big. She trucking. She a woman with a rig. She trucking. Often hated, never duplicated. We underestimated cause it's male dominated, but we getting payment like it's money motivated. Our clientele rated while they dragging, we gon' slay it. By the hour, we them girls and we got power. Haters everywhere like some taxes, they be sour. Dropping lows on the road and we be runners. You can never do it like us and that's a bummer.
Hello and welcome back to the She Trucking Podcast. I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to share out this video. And thank you all for watching. Say hello. Let us know where you from. Today I have an amazing guest. One of my friends, my dear friend, Mr. George is here from TRUE TMS. And he's going to talk about how you can digitally manage your trucking company and maximize your profit. I know a lot of y'all right now need this information, so share it out. He's going to also talk about the Truckers Jamboree that's coming up next week, and I'm so excited. And speaking of the Truckers Jamboree, I got a video for you to watch, so stay tuned. Share it out, everybody. Share this video out, and I'm going to share what the Truckers Jamboree from last year by Mr. George himself.
Got the game from the OGs with a couple of calls. Got my paperwork straight and found something to haul. Now it's MC check, DOT check. Put my name up on my shirt so I can say it with my chest. Give me my respect. It's T-Swin, sonny. Where you headed, sonny? Boy, I'm headed to the money. Send a text to the connect that I'm loaded and locked down. From Cali to Charlotte, from here in Texas to Chi-Town. From winter to spring, then the summer and fall. Yeah, my size brand new, but I'm ready to ball. Do the maintenance on your ride to keep avoiding the style. If it's money on the phone, then I'm moving it off.
So hello, Mr. George. Welcome to the She Trucking Podcast.
Thank you very much, Sheree. It's been a long time coming, but here I am.
Yes. So tell us about what we just saw. The Trucker Jamboree. You want to get started with that first before we go into more details?
Sure. Yeah, the Truckers Jamboree in Walcott, Iowa at the I-80 truck stop, as they call it, the world's largest truck stop. It is definitely an event that like no other. We at TRUE TMS is one of the headline sponsors of the truck beauty contest, and there was about, I think, over 100 trucks competing for that coveted award that the Cowboy of the Road won last year. Marcel, that's who you saw a picture of me with. It was a lot of fun. 3 days of a lot of fun.
3 days of fun, y'all. Everybody, if you don't know what we're talking about, you want to be at the Truckers Jamboree in Iowa. Again, that's the Truckers Jamboree in Iowa. It is July the 13th through the 15th. Look for our shirts. Mr. George has on his shirt today. Look for our shirts when you see us at the Truckers Jamboree. She Trucking is in partnership, and I will be in the building. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see everyone. And if you're watching the replay, let us know if you're attending. Let us know here on the video. Hello. Hey, She Trucking from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you for tuning in. So, Mr. George, introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are, and give us a brief description of TRUE TMS.
Sure. My name is George Thellman. I'm the Director of Business Development and Strategic Relations here at TRUE TMS. I've been in this industry the last decade or so, actually the most part of this decade. I originally was working for one of the traditional enterprise level TMSs and found really early on that the small fleets and owner operators were not getting the fair shake when it comes to technology. And that's where I've been focusing a lot of my thought leadership, and now with TRUE TMS has been focused on bringing those technological tools to the small trucking companies and the as we call them, micro fleets.
So the True TMS is a transportation management system, and it helps carriers be able to thoroughly, accurately collect data about your company and manage it. Manage it. A lot of y'all ain't organized. I just be honest. Y'all know y'all not organized. So you want to get organized by using a transportation management system to stay organized. I mean, right? It helps people make the most profit. Right? Most people who have a transportation management system, they can actually see their profit better. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, of course, when I speak to some people and they're like, "Well, why should I get why should I get a TMS like TRUE TMS?" I use, the good old fashioned paper and pencil or an Excel spreadsheet. I'm doing just fine. There's money in the bank. Why do I need a change? Well, that's great until you don't have visibility at your fingertips of not just your, profitability, but what is your top line revenue? What is your cost per mile? You look at a load on the load board and you're looking at it like, wow, that looks good. But then you actually dive into it and you're losing money. What does Atri say right now? It's like 2.25 or something like that per mile to run the business. If you're taking a load for 220, you're losing 5 cents per mile. But you would not know that right there in your face unless you have the technology telling you. Otherwise, you got to look through the different pieces of paper. I mean, I lose paper all the time. It's so having it right there as a SaaS, which is software as a service, meaning any computer that I'm at or my mobile phone, I can log into TRUE TMS and I can find this information readily available. And it, again, I don't have to worry about my dog ate my paper, right?
Exactly. So, what are some of the benefits and some of the different things that's on the system? The True
Sure. Yeah. I mean, as I was saying, when I worked for one of the larger TMSs, these larger fleets had all these bells and whistles, and even at that point, they were still what I consider in different silos. They were not one system. But True TMS, our goal is to bring all those ancillary pieces that you would like to have to run your business the most efficient way, but have it in one location. And what I mean by that is, like, we've partnered with truckstop.com. If you have an account with them, we're able to waive the integration fee for less than 3 users to bring that load board within True TMS. So you could be searching loads on their load board within our system and that much more efficient bringing the load forward. That's one piece. Another would be planning your loads. So you're not just doing it one load at a time and sitting at the truck stop saying, where am I going to go next? Wouldn't it be nice to know the next morning where you're going? Especially if you're a one-man show. I'd
Yeah.
rather just get up and go. I don't want to have to spend 8 hours a day trying to figure out what is my next move. It's always good to be able to do it in sequential order the most efficient way. And again, having a system helping you do that, less headaches, less human error, and more efficient. More efficiency means more money in your pocket, right?
Absolutely. And can carriers track their trucks as well with the system?
Correct. With True TMS, we have within our system the driver mobile app, the driver workflow. The dispatcher can see every move, the breadcrumb of the truck and trailer, last known location, and you can share that with your shipper, your broker, or even the receiver, so that they're not calling you, where are you at? Where's my load? Where's my truck? They can see where it is. They're still going to call you, but again, it's a lot easier to know. So you don't have to say, hold on, let me call the driver. I just pull it up in my system. I look at the map, and there it is. I know exactly what's going on at my fingertips.
So if a person have one truck or 20 trucks, this is a system that they can use, correct?
Correct. I mean, there's no ceiling, or actually then there's no basement for us. We've designed this from the ground up to be one that I would say the sweet spot would be the 6 to 12 truck operation, but we can handle the one single owner operator, or we can go all the way up to the mega fleets, but they already have their tools in place. We're trying to help I think the study came out last year, real quick, is of the trucking companies less than 20 trucks, the adoption of technology of a TMS is less than 20%. That means 80% of the small fleets out there are not using a TMS. And
Right.
that's money left on the table,
Mhm.
right? And people say, well, I'm not techie. Well, you know what? They're watching this video right now, right?
Right.
They got Facebook, they got Twitter, they got Instagram.
Mhm.
If you can handle that and surfing that, you can handle surfing and using True TMS to run your business.
Absolutely. It's user friendly. And it's the True TMS support team is here to assist you along the way. So once you sign up, you now have support. And I remember as an owner operator, I felt like I was out here by myself, and that was before the technology came out. You know, and I wish I had a system like True TMS at the time when I first started my trucking company, because I feel like it's easier to scale when you know your numbers. And so if you're looking to scale your fleet, if you're looking to just organize it and just manage your fleet, and this is a system that you want to look into. And I have the website below is www.truetms.com. I want y'all to check out the website, register to do a demo. Can they do demos?
Yeah, we can do demos. But the nice thing about our software now, we now have a self-guided onboarding. So it actually walks you through, at your own pace, how to start a load, how to invoice the load, all the stuff that use the system. So we know some people like to try it on their own, right? So we will give you a free month access to use True TMS. Go ahead and sign up, walk through the self-guided demos, and if you do need, one of our customer success managers to reach out and walk you through even further, by all means. But we also know our times might be different. You might be wanting to check out the software, late at night when you're doing your reset, and this will help you do it at your own leisure, and not have to schedule a time.
Did you just say they get one free month to use the system? Listen,
Correct.
everyone, go to
Everyone, yeah, right
TMS.
away. There's no need to have a demo to get it. There's no need to talk to a sales guy. As much as I would love to talk to you, you don't have to talk to me first for me to be able to give you the software. We want you to be able to, no pressure, be able to use the system, give us feedback. We might be missing something that we didn't anticipate. That's something that you need. Give us feedback. We will take that back. We'll look at our roadmap, and every few weeks we've got a new feature being added because of the feedback we're receiving by our users.
And I think that's what set y'all apart, because y'all are more of a partner to the carriers. And what's some of the other things that set y'all apart from the other TMS systems?
Well, I mean, our pricing is, right there in a good place that, doesn't break the bank. It's a lower cost. The no contract, we grow with you and also condense with you. We all know, just like the market goes up, you've got more drivers that will come on with you. As the market drops and the spot market drops, you may, um, you know go on over to and lease on somewhere else. And so you will need to reduce the amount of users you have with True TMS. And I see that, our chief strategist, Nate Johnson, has chimed in real quick, and he's looking forward to meeting you, Sheree, in person while we're at the Jamboree.
Hello, Nate. Thank you for joining. I cannot wait to see you on Wednesday in Iowa at the Truckers Jamboree. I'm so excited. Well, Mr. George, so what tell us about the features. Tell us about the True TMS features that is on the system.
Sure. I mean, again, our feature set is everly growing. But well, the core functionality, you have the, order life cycle management, meaning, you get a load come in, you can data entry it. You can import orders from the load boards. Then you plan it, all right? So it gives you full visibility from the beginning to the end, including invoicing. We also digitally stitch the bill of ladings, approved deliveries, and any other document that needs to be attached to the invoice. The driver has the ability to scan it and add it during their route. So does your admin. We integrate to QuickBooks. So there's a mapping right away. So there's two-way communications to QuickBooks. Like I said, we've partnered with TruckStop. Doc 411. We've integrated them in there, so you have full visibility of site intelligence. So as you're planning your loads, you'll know if that shipper has parking available. Does the site have restrooms? Which driveway to use, so forth. Again, having that information up front, again, helps you be more efficient, less stressful, more profitable, right? So it's
Right.
good to have those things to help your planning. Um,
And
like I said, yeah, go ahead.
time is money. So if you wasting time
Hmm.
scrolling down that low board or no, not that. The low boards, and when you cannot be in the system and it's already planning and doing it's at your fingertip. So that's what you want, and that's how you're gonna stay in business. I see a lot of companies going out of business. That's how you're gonna stay in business, is having a management system. You need a transportation management system. Um, Recently in the news, I just seen where Swift, Night Swift, they just took on um,
US
US
Express.
Express and Total. And I thought about it. That's over 25,000 trucks. That's thousands of trailers. They have to have a transportation management system in place to be able to operate, to be able to scale.
Yeah.
They so most companies as it has transportation management systems. And that's why we want to bring this information to our audience here, to the carriers who feel like they're alone and need the support right now. There's so many people that need the support. There's so many people that need to be guided right now so you can stay in business. And this is what this system is going to do for you. Okay. So when we get back, we're going to talk about more about the Jamboree. I'm so excited about it. And then we're going to talk also about the Minnesota trucking event as well, right after this commercial break. And we're back. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure that you share out this video. Share the video so we can help everyone in the industry and be able to give everyone the information about how True TMS can be implemented into your trucking company to assist you with going digitally with your paperwork. I know y'all tired of stacks of paperwork in your office. Now guess what? You can put all that into the system and be organized. DOT Blitz is coming up this month. And we all know what that means. That means that they are coming out to check all your paperwork. Okay, so is this a system that'll help our people to be able to be organized and have everything in one place so they won't be nervous? Y'all can keep on rolling.
Yeah, I mean, we can add. I'm not going to say that we are a compliant software, but we can help when you create the driver profiles and so forth. You can bring in, the proof of insurance, the driver qualification papers, all that stuff that can be scanned and assigned and stored with that driver. So wherever that driver goes in your system, those documents live. Also, we do integrate with up to 30 different ELD systems, so we're able to start tracking your hours of service and the locations, for the shipment tracking as well.
Which is really, really important. I mean, that's one of the things you get flagged for if your ELD is not up to date, if you don't have your paperwork up to date. So get ready for DOT Blitz, y'all. Y'all get y'all trucks in order because it's coming. I think is it this week or next? It might be next week. I know it's this month that the Blitz is gonna be happening. So what type of is it anything else you want to say about True TMS and how that you want our listeners to know?
Well, I mean, I think we like I said, we've touched on it, but you were saying about how Swift, Knight, and US Express are coming together, and they have a TMS in place more than likely to help them scale, and that's also the message that I want the listeners to understand is you don't have to be the size of Swift and Knight to use a TMS to scale. It starts with the one truck, right? People say, hey, I can run this off my Excel spreadsheet, text my husband or my wife that's on the road, I'm good. But nobody wants to stay at one truck operation all the rest of their life, right? Everybody has a goal to grow. And that's where we come into play, is we are there to partner to help you grow. And so with that being said, one truck, 20 truck, 1,000 trucks, ATMS of some sort can help you scale.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you organize and your paperwork organized, you can really be able to get, as a driver, I feel like I could, I'm sorry, not a driver, but on an operator, I felt like I could make more money because I'm not worried about all that. You know what I'm saying? You can make more money, less stress. So definitely get your True TMS is designed for the ground up for small fleet owners. Okay. And so go ahead.
I'm sorry about that, Sheree. And then the other thing too, real quick, is and you talk to these owner operators, especially this time right now with the spot market being where it is, and they've maybe decided to lease on to a larger fleet. And they're saying, well, I'm on with them and they have their own system. Well, are you in their system? No, but they're sending me their loads from that system. Okay, great. Well, let's use True TMS to go ahead and enter those in so you can run your business still. You're still running your business. You might just be operating under their authority right now, right? Well, what happens when things get better and you've decided to no longer be leased on with them and you go out on your own merry way? You've lost all visibility of the work you've just done over the last several months.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get your feet wet using a TMS like True TMS while you're leased on somewhere, if it allowed. I don't know the agreement that you have with the larger fleet that you're using, but this could help you. So when you are ready to go back out on your own, you're that much further down the road technology wise and not having to chase that, because in short order, everyone's going to have some kind of technology in place to stay afloat in this industry.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I was just going to say, we know right now, a lot of people, right now, a lot of y'all probably saying, oh, the industry, the rates are down, this and the other. But guess what? This is a time where you get your business in order.
Mm-hmm.
A perfect time where you can get your business in order. So when the rates go back up, you already ready to run. Because if the truck ain't running, guess what? You ain't. Don't have to worry about finding paperwork and etc. Yes, less hassle, less of a hassle. Yes, yes, yes. So, um, is there anything else that you want to share about True TMS? One of the things. How about let's share some success stories? Can you tell me one of the success stories of someone coming on board and they using your system?
Yeah, actually, we'll be meeting them next week at the Jamboree. TB Trucking, they have one of their trucks are going to be on actually competing in the Trucker Beauty Contest. And they started on as one of our early adopters. And you know, I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know that they are now. I think the quote was more of something that used to take like 8 hours is now taking more in the minutes, right? Because it's so much paperwork to get together to get that invoice. Got to wait for Troy to get back with the paperwork to be able to send the invoice out. Now that the load has been completed, they have all the supporting documents scanned and they're able to send it off to their factoring company like that to get paid and not have to wait for all the paperwork to be put in place.
And that's what these brokers and these shippers and the whole supply chain wants. They
Mm-hmm.
want you to be able to, they want to be able to process your paperwork faster. So you and the drivers and the carriers, they want to get paid faster. And so this is the system that you need to do that. Okay. Um, yeah. I wish this was here years ago. I wish this was here 20 years ago because we coming from, like you said, spreadsheets, paper and pencil, keeping things together. Sometimes I'm going to these trucking companies, smaller carriers, of course, and they have boxes of paperwork. Guess what? You can be able to throw all that away if you once you get the True TMS system. Again, he said the first month is free. I love that the first month is free. So you can go to the website, you can try it out. You don't have anything to lose. You don't have anything to lose. And I want to suggest that y'all do. And if you do, let us know. Leave a comment and say, hey, I just signed up for the True TMS system as well.
Yeah,
Again,
when you were talking about the offices filled with paperwork, I remember going to one site and the conference room was lined with those metal cabinets, and you can barely move the chairs around the conference table because of all the invoicing and the bill of ladings and so forth, right? And now everything is electronical. And think about it when it comes to tax time, right? And you got to go find all that paperwork or somebody has a dispute on an invoice. That's another one. Nobody really talks about that. I always talk about getting the money and putting it in your pocket. What happens is when somebody wants that money to come out of your pocket back at them, and you got to find that Excel spreadsheet or that email or that text message to validify what you're saying. But if you don't have that, you got to it's money's coming out of your pocket. But if you have a system like True TMS, you can look it up, you could search it, you can say, hey, it's right here. I've got all the supporting documents and here's the invoice. And you can edit it if you need to, right? And then rebill it.
so whether you are driving a semi truck or you driving a box truck or even a sprinter van, this is a system that you can use to be able to stay organized. So once again, it's free for the first month. You have to go to truetms.com. I mean, I'm gonna let that ticker go at the bottom again, truetms.com to be able to register and sign up. Also, if y'all can do us all a favor, I want you to follow and like the True TMS Facebook page. Okay. Follow and like the True TMS Facebook page. Give them a like, give them a thumbs up, y'all. Let them know that you see them because as they continue to expand the system, you want to be in the know. Okay. I'm gonna answer some of our questions. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Electronic file cabinet. I like that. I like it. I like that a lot. I love that term. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. I'm gonna give Mr. George a break. We'll be right back. in just a second. Actually, before I go, I want to talk about the video I'm finna show. So I was able to go out to Fresno, California and drive the EV trucks. So here's the video of what those trucks look like as well. I thank our partners, CalStart, for inviting us out to the show. That electric truck was the best I have ever driven. Okay. Again, we're going to take a quick break. Then Mr. George with True TMS will be right back. We're going to get more into the Truckers Jamboree and as well.
I don't like this. There are cars everywhere.
Bobby's, you about to get on the interstate.
Oh
so
my
slow
God.
the truck down.
Oh, God.
Slow the truck down. Slow, for real, slow the truck down. Stay over here on the left, okay? Take your high side. Go up here, okay?
I cannot believe I'm getting on the interstate.
Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Stay on this side, accelerate. Go faster. Go faster. Faster, Bobby, faster.
Crap.
Look at all this traffic.
There are cars everywhere.
And now we're going to take it to the highest gear that you've ever been in. We're going to take it to the 10th gear.
Now?
Now. There we go.
10th gear, baby!
It's so much fun doing the Breaking Bobby Bones show. If you missed it, definitely check it out on National Geographic or Disney Plus, Hulu, any streaming service. You can look it up. The Breaking Bobby Bones show. I'm episode number 7, Truck Star. Mr. George, I am so excited about next week. The Truckers Jamboree, as you see, is going to be at the largest truck stop in the entire world. How was your experience there last year? Can you tell us about your experience?
I mean, still to this day, it's mind-numbing because you have this event going on, and they didn't shut the truck stop down. The truck stop is still a fully functional truck stop that people that are driving through I-80 are still using on their way to their pickup or their drop or so forth. They estimated last year between 40 and 50,000 trucks came through there in this 3-day period. And how they calculate that, they don't have tickets for this, right? It's a free event. They use drone footage, and they can calculate how many times those parking spots turn, right? How many trucks come in and go out. So when you're there next week with me, and we're walking back from our car to the grounds, and we pass the fuel island, and there's 3 trucks in each row waiting, plus all the parks and the event. It's crazy. And that's the amazing thing about it. It's an event at a working facility, right? So it is just an amazing event in that sense.
It really is. It really is. Listen, get a load, stay in your truck, get a load. As you heard, it's plenty of truck parking. Plenty of truck parking. You can literally wash your truck while you're there. You don't have to go get your truck washed before you get there. You can do everything you need to do. You can shower there. Food is gonna be there. And what would True TMS be doing there?
Well, True TMS is going to be, like I said, we were a sponsor of the Truck Beauty Contest. And by the way, those trucks are not just show trucks that only come out for these events. A lot of them are working trucks. They made a load, going from, say, like Nevada to Chicago, and then on the way back from Chicago, they stopped to put their truck on show, right? So they're working trucks. We're going to be walking around, mingling with all the truckers, not just the ones competing, but all the people that are coming through, gathering feedback more about what the industry needs from a digital standpoint, getting the word out about us. We're going to be giving out poker chips with some special promotions on them, as well as an opportunity to put some money in your pocket. We will have lottery tickets, scratch offs, not our lottery, but Iowa lottery tickets. That trivia, liking social media, so forth, will get you a chance to win some money, and also an opportunity just to really just get on the ground and be around the truckers. That's the difference about us compared to some of the other technology companies out there. They're more the Silicon Valley, white ivory tower. We're boots on the ground. We're actually going where the truckers are and listening to what they have to say.
Yes, I love it. In case y'all missed what he just said, they're going to be giving out lottery tickets to those who go and like and follow their Facebook page at the Truckers Jamboree, so you can be able to win and scratch off and win money. Who does that, right? As I said before, this is a supportive team. They are here to support the small fleets and the small carriers. So as you see, they are hands-on. So a lot of people don't get to meet the people who own the systems, or whatever type of, like people who own the low board, right? You don't get to meet them sometime, but guess what? They're here. They're reachable. They're here to answer any questions you have, and as you see, they give you a free trial. Again, I just want to mention that one more time. You get a free trial if you go and sign up on the website on TrueTMS.com. Go and sign up. Make sure you like the page and lock in, y'all. Lock in, because without this system, like, how will you manage your trucking company in the future? Technology is here. Technology is here. So, what do you see the future of True TMS?
Well, as we, we like I said, we are constantly adding new features. One of our releases was last week. We added a calendar view to help the planning. Again, if I've got 6, 7 trucks and I'm trying to plan out the week, it's a lot easier to see everybody's in one view as a calendar, and putting loads next to each other. Am I going to run out of hours? If so, where am I running out of hours? Where's my other resources? Can I do a drop for hook, to relieve that one driver, so forth? In order to scale and act like a big trucking company, you got to have the tools like the big trucking companies, right? So we're trying to bring those two, as we like to say, fueling small fleets with big tech, right? We're not trying to make it scary. We're trying to bring it down to the level that you can use it. It's user friendly, but it's able to handle the big stuff that those 1,000 truck fleets are able to take advantage every day.
Absolutely. So if you're wondering why these trucks are able to keep going, this is why. And one thing I heard when I was at the Mid American Truck Show last year, I heard one of the carriers say that they had multiple people on their staff. Okay, so they might have had a staff of 5 or 10, and then they implemented a TMS system, and they went down to 2 people. That saved them a lot of money.
Yeah, and I don't want people to think that we're trying to replace humans with technology, right? And I get that point. The other way I would look at it is, if I'm able to allow the system to take over some of the burden, that's something that normally would take 8 hours. Now it takes, say, let's go down to it takes 1 hour. Now I have 7 more hours of my day or my week that I can focus on building relationships with shippers, building relationships with brokers, so I can get more loads. And if I got more loads, that's a good problem to have. Now I'm going to have to hire another driver to handle that capacity problem that I just created. And that's a good problem to have. Now, that's because I was allowed to afford myself 7 more hours in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you do that? You get a system like True TMS to be able to be more efficient in that way.
Will True TMS be partnering with more shippers to be able to give direct freight to the people that's onboarded?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing too is, traditionally a TMS you'll see out there, a lot of them will start off and they go right to the shipper level or the broker level or the 3PL level, and not be down to the carrier level. And so they would shoehorn a lot of the technology and stuff for the carrier to manage. We're going the other way. We're starting with the carrier, but we will partner with shippers to be able to bring EDI in or API loads in, or even just partner in the sense that we have that working relationship between shipper and carrier. We're not opposed to that at all. We're just trying to bring the right fit solution to the carrier first. unlike the rest of the industry, they're giving the brokers and the shippers and 3PLs the solution and leaving the owner operator or the small fleet to the devices of non-technology, right? So we're trying to do it the other way.
And is this a system that dispatchers can use? Because we have a lot of dispatchers out there now.
So in a traditional sense, we are not a dispatch solution. Now you can be a dispatcher and log in. We don't have an interface that allows you to log into multiple carriers at once, but you could technically be an agent for that carrier and use this to manage the loads for them. I'll take note of that and add that, like I said earlier, take notes of these things and add it to our roadmap and have those internal discussions and see where it lies. You never know, maybe down the road we do bring that high level interface that allows dispatchers to use our system, but right now it does not.
Okay, so if you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comment. Drop your questions in the comments because we don't have nothing but a few more minutes to stay on today. So make sure you drop your comments and sign up again for the Truckers Jamboree. We want to meet you there. We want to see you there. We want to see you at the Truckers Jamboree. Y'all can check out all the cool trucks they're going to have. I love seeing those trucks. What kind of things happen during the Jamboree, Mr. George?
So besides the trucks being on show, they also have a lot of concerts going on. They have a pet contest. That's always fun to see all those dogs and cats. I mean, not many cats, but there were a lot of dogs walking around the Midway, and then so they have the best best friends award. There's what they call the Truckers Olympics, and you have to have a valid CDL to get in, and it's like tug of war. Roll a tire between cones. It's a lot of fun, right? It's nothing. It's not running around the block, but actually there is running, but you're not spilling a beer, I think is what it was. But besides the point, it is in the sense when they say Truckers Jamboree, it is what that it means, right? It's a jamboree. It's a fair. It's a gathering of like-minded individuals in the trucking industry just to hang out. And there's a lot of vendors. Food to be had. I think the pork chops are going to be there, right? The Iowa pork chops. I think I got a ticket for you, Sheree, to get one. But yeah, and then we're going to be there. I mean, I think that's all that matters is you and I are going to be there mingling and having a good time. Oh, and fireworks. Can't forget that. You saw that in that video.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Be there for the fireworks. Again, that's July the 13th through the 15th. It is in Iowa. You can take your 10-hour break right on the property. Okay, you can take a 10-hour break. You go ahead and load plan your way on to Iowa. Put your home time in, or you can just take a 10-hour break right there at the Truckers Jamboree. And it's for truckers.
Sheree, if they had True TMS, they can use our load planning tools to be able to make sure that they are there at the right time to take that break.
Yes, absolutely. Totally. And if you're in the She Trucking community, we started a messenger that says the Truckers Jamboree Walcott. So people are in there communicating back and forth, and we already know some of the people, some of our members is going to be there. I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to meet you. Again, look for our shirts. They so amazing. Look for the Truckers Jamboree shirts. We will have them on, the True TMS Truckers Jamboree shirts. So look for us. Again, follow, like, and share the True TMS page for someone else. Okay, tell someone today about True TMS. Miss, do you have anything else you can think of that you want to share here on the She Trucking podcast?
I'm sure when we get off, something will come to my mind, but that just means I'll just have to come back on, right?
Yes, Dr. Tina, thank you for tuning in. The Tina Ramsey Show. She said, this is great.
And if anybody has any questions, by all means, I'm readily available. I mean, Sheree will tell you, you give me a call, a text, an email. I get back to you at all hours, all the times of the week. Sheree, I don't know if you can share my email on the screen. that is fine. Thellman at TrueTMS.com. And if I don't know the answer, and again, I will find the answer, either be an internal True TMS question, an industry question, technology, so forth. I'm here to help, right? I want to help from the small trucking up, right? So if it's just a non-TMS question, by all means, send it my way. I will find that answer for you, and then hopefully we can also do business together from a TMS standpoint. But if not, I'm here to help any way I can.
And I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting and helping these carriers. Like I said, I know how it feel before technology came in place and we're trying to do everything, and you felt unsupported. So I'm happy that you came today to share that True TMS is here to support the carriers, support our owner operators, so y'all can keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Thank you, Miss Sheila, for tuning in. She said, I love this. And we got to get you on the Sheila Hill show. She's doing amazing things over there, and Dr. Tina Ramsey of CTR Media Network. So again, Mr. George, how do they find you? You said on Facebook, on Instagram, LinkedIn.
I'm very vocal on LinkedIn. I leave my thought leadership to LinkedIn, and I mean, you can find me on all the different channels, Facebook. I'm on Instagram, not much, but LinkedIn is my biggest. Also, I have a couple thought leadership articles. Google my name, you'll find some thought leadership articles in CCJ Magazine, Overdrive Magazine, talking about technology and small trucking. Again, I think those are the best ways to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Or just follow and like the True TMS Facebook page and say, I want to talk to George. And they'll get you in touch with me.
Yes, so we'll see everyone at the Truckers Jamboree next week. We are so excited. And thanks again to Mr. George and Nate for building this amazing system coming together to support our drivers and our carriers who move America.
Thank you.
Thank you. So everyone, once we started this show, y'all heard our T Swin. T Swin has the transportation album. I'm going to play a commercial from his transportation album, and I'll be right back.
What up, everybody? It's your guy T Swin. As you know, I was recently featured in the Trucker Magazine's March issue for my transportation music. Well, the wait is finally over. The transportation music is here now. Man, you can play it, stream it, download it, buy it, man. Spread the word. Good, clean music that jams. Be a part of history in the making, man. The first ever all transportation music album ever. Our own genre, transportation music. Ride what you got, T Swin. Let's get it.
Yes, let me show you how to pick it up and move it. Homie, this is transportation music. Something to ease your mind while you're cruising. Homie, this is transportation music.
Don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Share this video out to everyone. Keep sharing it, even and press hashtag live if you or replay if you're watching the replay. Shout out to my amazing team. The She Trucking Leadership Team is committed to helping women and minorities establish and maintain successful careers in the transportation industry. I have my lead admins, Cindy and Shauna. They're my lead admins. And we have also Dr. Tina J. Ramsey is on our moderated team. She's been there for many, many years, assisting us. And now, as you know, she's over the CTR Media Network, an amazing network that we are powered by. She Trucking Podcast is powered by CTR Media Network. We have many, many drivers on our team as well. We have Miss Teresa, who's a over-the-road truck driver. We have Miss Payne, who is a CDL examiner. Okay, so she's there for all your CDL questions. We have Miss Melinda, who's an over-the-road truck driver and owner-operator. We have Miss Naria from Trans Energy CDL Academy. She has a woman-owned CDL school in Charlotte, North Carolina. Miss Christina Matthews. She have plenty of experience when it comes to your city jobs as she drive one of the city vehicles. Miss Mona Beadle, from Trucking Angels for Christ, is our chaplain. She's a chaplain of She Trucking, and she is an over-the-road truck driver as well. We have Miss Ashley Woodruff. She is oh my gosh, she's phenomenal. She's new to the industry. She started out driving buses, Class B, and she upgraded to Class A, and now she's at a trucking company, a local trucking company. So she's our Class B school bus and local advisor. We also have Miss Brianna Stewart. You see her on the motorcycle. She loved the bikes, but guess what? She's a truck driver as well, and also in the management side of trucking. And last but not least, we have Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda Billets is she's an over-the-road driver. No, she's a carrier. She's a carrier who has been driving over 25 years. And she also has teesforusnow.com, which she makes our beautiful She Trucking shirts along with CTR Media shirts and so many more. If you're watching us on the replay, make sure that you tell us where you're from. Roll call, where you from? Let us know right here in the comments where you're from, as well as I spoke about Energy CDL Academy. Here's the information. If you are ready to get your CDL, you can definitely reach out to them. They are here and ready to assist you. Miss Naria is so sweet. She was a driver herself, and so she has plenty of information to make sure that you are successful in the industry. Before I go, I want to play a clip from the She Trucking Expo. I want you to go to shetrucking.com, and I want you to register for the She Trucking Expo. And thank you to everyone who has registered already. I see y'all. I'm so excited. Y'all keep getting me pumped up about this expo. So I'm so excited. I'm going to play some of the testimonial videos. As again, CTR Media said, like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we're so thankful that CTR Media Network allowed us to be powered by them. Sheila Hill says, super dope, ladies. Thank you so much. Again, this is a video from the 2021 She Trucking Expo. We're going to run it back in 2025 and maybe even 2024. We're talking about partnerships. So they are trying to get me to bring it out 2024. So you really want to sign up. It's free to attend. So go ahead and register online on shetrucking.com.
I think the expo was a wonderful platform to give us to be able to get information, valuable information, to take forth and share and prosper and grow. So I'm 1,000% perfect.
Hey, just want to say that the 2021 She Trucking Expo was excellent, phenomenal. The founder, Sheree, was outstanding. As a minority and female-owned carrier, I was just totally impressed and look forward to many more continued success for all women in logistics, women in trucking, and women supporting women. Thank you.
Hi, this is my first time coming to the expo. We're new to the business. I thought it was awesome. I've never been in my life with a room full of African American millionaires. They were all down to earth. They were sincere. They were honest. And She Trucking, to meet everybody, it's just been an awesome experience. And my daughter and I, we got a journey ahead of us, but we look forward to camaraderie with all the other people. The expo was really excellent. I loved the whole show. We'll be back for years and years.
Hey, I just want to tell you how appreciative I am of what was provided here today. I think what was provided here today is such a service for people that don't know. If you want to get into this business, it was over $1 million worth of game for free. Not the stuff that you had to get with people about just because they was giving and loving and want to see us do what we do. I think I done got a multi-million-dollar worth of game today, so I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for putting this together. Came all the way from California for it, so you know it's
The She Trucking Expo was absolutely fantastic. They need to do this again next year.
So we are here attending the She Trucking Expo. We have had a great time. We've been able to meet a lot of new people, build relationships, as well as inform people of our businesses. I have a credit restoration business as well as I assist people with building credit, and now I have the ability to offer funding to new businesses as well. And I'm Carlina Whiting, and this is Latia Rowland. So I'm a freight dispatcher. I also provide accounting and bookkeeping services and taxes. So we definitely have fun, met a lot of people. I can't wait till next year, definitely. Hey, Sheree.
I think the expo was a wonderful platform to give.
There's a boy named King. He was a very smart student who loves to read and learn new things.
4-year-old King Chambers is already a superhero. His mission, to teach kids how to read.
I read 90 books.
And not only that, he recently wrote his very first book titled King the Dream, starring, well, himself.
My name is King. Thank you for processing my book.
King's mother, Jennifer Ellis, says he learned how to read at the age of 2.
And I read books to him all the time. Even when he was in the womb, I read books, and he loved it.
Ellis says after King mastered reading, he told his mom he wanted to write his own book.
He came up with he could teach kids how to read. And so we helped him put it all together, put his dream in a book.
And now, at just 4 years old, King has become an advocate for children's literacy, math, and education.
I want to teach people how to read. How to read.
His mom says he always encourages his peers to read and learn new things.
Anytime he see a kid, he let them know about his book. And they are so excited because it's nothing like having your own peer teach you how to read.
Ella says she is not sure what's in store for King, but she knows his future is bright.
There's no rule book to parenting, but just give them 100% the best of you and all the love, because they're our future.
There is no word on a sequel, but he's got plenty of time.
Come get my book.
King will be starting school next year, and we cannot.
She Trucking Podcast is an informative podcast that is dedicated to bringing listeners the latest news and updates from the ever-evolving transportation industry. Founded by industry expert and entrepreneur Sheree Moore, and powered by CTR Media Network. Whether you're a seasoned transportation professional or just getting started in the industry, the She Trucking Podcast offers valuable insights and advice to help you stay ahead of the curve. Learn more online at shetrucking.com.